Good morning, this is Dave Dyer of Biz Radio. It's Thursday, February 5th, and I've got a couple of comments on the economy and the bailout. I haven't been real worried about this, actually, until recently. The economy has cycles, normal business cycles, of expansion and contraction, of exuberance, overspending, overconfidence, followed by some reconciliation where they get out of debt. And it's happened really for centuries in free economies. It doesn't happen in Cuba. Cuba never has a business cycle like that. But it's just a nasty consequence of living in a free society. And I haven't been real worried about it. And all of these people who talked about, we're going into a new Great Depression, I've sort of poo-pooed that. Because we're really not anywhere near that, and I tend to think we're just too sophisticated, too smart, too integrated with the global economy for that to happen. However, I have recently heard so much talk about this Buy American stuff, not just from the government officials, but from some of my buddies, people I play tennis with, people I know, and it has such a reasonable sound behind it. Well, of course we're going to use the bailout money to buy American products. We're not going to use that to buy foreign steel or hire foreign contractors. That sounds so reasonable. But the problem is anybody really who studied any economics will tell you, and this is not controversial, I don't think this is political or left-wing or right-wing, anybody will tell you that protectionism was one of the things that helped cause the Great Depression and helped prolong the Great Depression. And here's the exact mechanism that happens. We go buy American. We say, we're not going to spend this money on foreign goods. Well, then the foreigners say, we're not going to spend our money on American goods. And you have this worldwide global trade war, which we had in the Great Depression, where the Smoot-Hawley tariff, you can look it up if you're not already familiar with it, but I think most people really are, was just a hideous idea. And everybody knows it's a hideous idea. It cut off foreign markets for American companies. And that's exactly what we're talking about now. My question is, are we really smart enough? Are we really reasonable enough to realize that that's a bad idea? And I think there are clearly economists and people in the government who understand that, but they need to make it look like we're buying American for the general populace who doesn't understand it. And that's one of the problems of making everything political. So I'm worried about this. I wasn't really worried before. I've been sort of glib. I said, manage my finances just fine, go short occasionally, stayed in a large cash position, and totally avoided all of the financials who are still in trouble. I should have shorted them, but I shorted other things instead. But I'll tell you what, this Buy American stuff has some traction in the general public, and the politicians are scrambling to make it look like they're going to buy American, while they know that it's dangerous to do that. And I'm not comfortable with that. I'm not comfortable with the whole stimulus package. I think they're trying to rush this through before the economy heals itself, so they'll get some credit for it. The economy always heals itself eventually. It's like you have a cold. It'll take 7 days or it'll take a week if you go to a doctor. It will heal itself. It's the way things work. So I'm worried now that I think they're going to jump in and try to do too much, take on too much government debt, try to cure something that's already in the process of healing itself. So anyway, that's my take on things. I hope I'm wrong. I'd like to think that people are smart enough to not do that, but I don't think so. Anyway, go to the Biz Radio site, bizradio.com, and check out some other good stuff. See ya. Bye-bye.